Alright, you guys, so welcome back to my Resident Evil Director's Cut walkthrough. We are currently playing as Chris Redfield on Arrange mode. And now that we've acquired the Eagle medal, we need to go and get the other medal. I forget what it's called. And, of course, we are finally able to leave this mansion for good. When you come in here, watch out for a hunter. Actually got hit twice, that sucks. But yes, we are going to be leaving this mansion for good. Say goodbye to it forever because, yes, we will never see it again. Unless we replay the game, which I am not going to do. Okay, so when we go outside, there are going to be zombie dogs. You can dodge them, but I do advise that you kill them. Just because we're going to be going through this area like 3 times, I believe, so it'll be easier if you didn't have to dodge the dogs every time. But if you want to do that, go on ahead. Oh yes, try to reload with a battery. Okay, so now that the zombie dogs are dead, we need to go downstairs and place the battery into the slot in order for the elevator to work, so that we can make the water level rise again. I should have probably fast forwarded this part. So we run by the snakes again. Hello, snakes. You worthless enemies you are. Alright, so here we are. Here's where we need to put the battery in. We will use it and go back up in order to use the crank again. So, I don't know whether you guys noticed or not, but I am using my old mic again. The mic that I used for like parts 1 through 4 or 5 maybe. This mic was, I don't know, it was kind of on the fritz, I guess. But I got it working again, and I think the quality is a lot better. I've been using it for the Resident Evil 5 no damage playthrough I've been doing. And I think it works a lot better than the PlayStation Move camera that I was using. That Move camera just has far too much distortion for my taste. So yes, now we are raising the water levels back up. We will not be able to cross the bridge anymore, but we don't need the bridge because we have an elevator. So screw this area. See you later. Actually, I'll see you never again. Thankfully, because I was sick of running by those stupid snakes. So in this part, we will also be fighting a mini-boss, I guess. Gigantic spider that's bigger than the other gigantic spiders. I ended up using my Magnum on it, which did not work out very well for me. I was being pretty stupid. I think the shotgun may be better against it. I'm not sure. But actually, I'm pretty sure it is, because it just has a greater range than the Magnum does. Especially for an enemy that big who's that low all the time. You have to be like right next to it in order to damage it with the Magnum. So now we are in another new area. This is the, I don't know, the underground. No, not underground. Well, it's the cave area. That's what I've always called it. So yes, right here you will find a flamethrower, and it can come in useful. Just use it mostly to conserve any ammo. But as you can see, we have more than enough Magnum ammo. But yeah, I ended up using it anyway. So now that we are down here, we are searching for Enrico because he has the crank that we need. I think the crank that he has is the hexagon crank. And that's the one that we need in order to crank the walls and ceilings in this area. There's also a first aid spray right there. You will want to keep a slot open in this area. Well, unless you brought the knife with you. But if you didn't bring the knife with you, you'll definitely want to have a slot open for later. When you fight the giant spider guy. So here we are. We found Enrico.
Enrico!
Or Enrico. Enrico.
Don't come any closer, Chris.
Wait, what happened?
Double crosser!
Don't!
Hell. Umbrella.
Who is it? Is someone there?
No, Chris, no one is there. Bullets just spontaneously form into existence like that.
Double crosser? What did he mean by that?
Oh, what else could he have meant, Chris? What else? Okay, so after he dies, look at his body, or search his body, and you will find that, unlike most of the other bodies, he is not holding a clip, he is holding a crank. And once you find that crank, you'll see that hunters are going to be coming after you. There are going to be hunters all over this area now, so be cautious and use whatever weapons that you're just best at using, I guess. Against the hunters, I advise that you use the Magnum, but you can use the flamethrower too, as you saw. And right here, I kind of edited this a bit because I was running around this area like an idiot for a while. I did put the flamethrower back where it was, so when I come through this room, you'll see the flamethrower on the wall again. I did end up killing all the hunters with the flamethrower, well, the majority of them. See, there's the flamethrower. So you do want to go into this room, and then you're going to want to actually, yeah, okay. So right here is a save room, or not save room, but a typewriter in order to save. If you had an ink ribbon, you'd be able to use it, but yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be holding an ink ribbon at this point. But this is where we needed to use the crank. And this fast forward is kind of amusing to watch, but okay. So that now that we had the crank, now that we've used the crank, we are going to be fighting that spider soon. After we run away from a boulder, Indiana Jones style. And of course there is another flamethrower. This flamethrower is kind of a key item that we need in order to unlock a door later on here. So remember that. You'll probably have to put it back if you don't have a, well, if you don't have a space, you'll have to put it back, but put it back after killing the hunters. So we did our best Indiana Jones impression, and hunters are going to show up. Well, one hunter. He'll be right through here. There he is. Oh no, two hunters show up. Forgot one comes from the door also. And I pretty much used all of the flamethrowers ammo right there. Really, you don't have to worry much about it. Right here, I just used the last bit of it. But just put it back and be ready to fight the spider. And as I said, if you have any ammo for it, use the shotgun against him. But if you must, you can use the Magnum. The Magnum's not too bad, it's just that you're more likely to take damage with it. I'm just checking back here to see what was back there. And of course there's more Magnum ammo, which is fine with me. Alright, Chris, let's do this. I thought the hunter's blood was green. But okay. And here he is, the giant spider. That jizz that he I don't know, spews on your face is poisonous. So, yeah, you might want to avoid that. As you saw, it was poisoned. Being poisoned does not ever kill you as long as you aren't hit by an enemy. And of course, this guy lets out like baby spiders or whatever, or this woman, I guess. But if you leave the room and come back in, they will despawn. And as I was saying, being poisoned does not kill you ever. It will bring you to the very last hit point that you have, and I shot there by mistake because I thought I had the knife equipped for some reason. But yeah, it'll bring you to the very brink of health, but it'll never kill you. So if you're poisoned, don't worry too much. As long as you're able to avoid the enemies, fine. And this game is it's not hard to do because your running speed never changes, unlike in the later games. So you should be fine through here. There is a blue herb in the safe room later on, and this is the door that you need the flamethrower to unlock. So I think this is the safe room here. And it should have the blue herb. It also has a first aid spray and an ink ribbon. And of course I tried to pick that up with no space in my inventory. And now that we have the other crank, we can put the old crank away because we won't need it anymore. We also don't need the knife. And let's take that blue herb. I'm not sure if the first aid spray cures poison or not. It might, but I don't know. May as well use the blue herb because they're not used much in this game anyway. So, what am I doing? Oh, just put away the ink ribbon because I saved the game. Okay, so we are going to go back and get the flamethrower and then use it in order to unlock that door. And we are almost out of this area, believe it or not. This area is not too long. I always get confused, like when I first come here. I don't know why. I always run around in that beginning area for a while for some reason, just killing hunters. But yeah, it's really not that bad of an area to go through. It's not as long as that garden area was, or anywhere near as long as the mansion. And right here, I accidentally went up there by mistake. I don't know. I was just running through here so carelessly. Like right here, I tried to run to the right side when the boulder comes at me. I'm pretty sure you die if you run into that little cove there. But I don't know, you guys can experiment with it. I ended up running away and running back to where I was near the elevator area. So, now that the boulder has run by us, we can use the crank again in order to go into the room on the left side. Of course, I will fast forward this, just for my own amusement. Okay, so now that we've done that, we can go into the room on the left. Well, after going over here. This contains the other metal, and now that we have both of the metals, we will be able to not unlock, but we will be able to access Umbrella's secret laboratory. I am just having a horrible time pronouncing things right now. But yes, we have the wolf metal, and now we will be able to access the laboratory in order to finish the game. The lab is the last area of the game, so yeah.